Welcome back to Lakeside Lanes in Manchester, New Hampshire. This is the first round of the Women's Pro Series playoffs, which is the final event of the Women's Pro Series inaugural season. And what you're looking at here is a first round match between Dumay and Judy Bowden. And you're also going to see Kangas taking on Mazzarella. Judy Bowden starts off with a spare, and so does Karen. They waste no time getting right to it. Judy Bowden on lane 10 and Karen Dumay on lane 9. You can also see Cheryl DeVole over on lane 8. She's bowling against Celeste Buckmore in the first round. This event has the top 16 bowlers in the seasonal point standings on the Women's Pro Series. They're taking part in bracket knockout match play, so that there will be 4 rounds in all. And the eventual winner will be crowned Women's Pro Series playoffs champion and will take home, I think the first prize is $500. Judy Bowden with a 10 and Karen Dumay with 9. So Judy has 27 after 2 boxes and Karen has 23. Judy with an 8 drop in the third box. Karen with 6, and she has a difficult split there, 3, 4, 6, 10. Judy working on the 6, 10, and she had a couple of tough pieces of wood. She caught a little bit of that cap. So the wood went one way and the ball went the other, and neither one of them took out the 10 pin. So she'll take a 10 in the third box. Karen will take an 8. Through 3, Judy has a 6-pin lead. Judy, as I'm sure you know, is from the state of Maine, and she has a long resume up there, a lot of Maine state titles. And she was on the WCBC Pro Tour for a long period of time, and she had some success up there. That's another 10 box for Judy. Karen Dumay will also make a 10. Karen is a member of the once-a-month Sunday Pro League that takes place at Park Place Lanes in Wyndham. And Judy was a member of the Sunday Pro League for some time. In fact, she was my teammate for a couple of years, which was she's a good bowler to follow. And there is a great shot by Karen Dumay for the spare. She takes down this 3, 4, 6, 10 and does it very nicely. That 3 pin hits the piece of wood and goes over to take out the 4. So that's a good way to sit in the 5th frame. Judy with a 9 box. She has 56 through 5. Karen Dumay with 51 plus that spare fill. And that'll bring up Kim Kangas and Maria Mazzarella. Maria Mazzarella is from East Boston. Kim is from Lewiston, Maine, I think, up in that area. And they both also have experience in the Sunday Pro League and on the Women's Pro Tours. Maria begins with a 9, and let's see what Kim can do to make an out in this first box. She just clips the head pin, so she'll take a 7. So Maria Mazzarella jumps out to a 2-pin lead after 1 box. Maria Mazzarella also might be familiar to viewers of the old Comcast Candlepin Challenge, because she was on that show. Maria still has the head pin to work on. Kangas just goes by the head pin on the four horsemen, so they both still looking at the head pin. And Maria will take a 9 box. Kangas with 10. There is a strike by Maria Mazzarella. Great shot in the 3rd box, first mark of the match. Now let's take a look at this ball. Pretty robust pocket hit right here. High flush, 1-3. And the 4-pin is the last one to go down. So that's a strike in the 3rd. Let's see what Kangas can do to answer. Actually, well, she got some extra pin action there. It looked like it was going to be a 5 drop, but the 1, 3, and 6 went down, and now she's looking at 8, 10 with several pieces of wood. Let's see if she can do something with that. And it goes. That was a tricky shot. I wasn't quite sure what she was going to do with that wood. But let's have a look at how it actually went. She uses that piece of wood on the right. The ball goes through and gets the 10 pin, and the wood comes off the wall and gets the 8. There were several different ways you could play that shot. And that was obviously one of them. Maria Mazzarella working on that strike. She drops 6, leaving the 1, 2, 5, and 7. And Kangas hits pretty full on the head pin, drops 5. Maria with a nice bid on that spare, but the 7 pin doesn't go. So that'll be a 9 fill on the strike. She has 37 through 3. Kangas takes out the 6, 9, 10 triangle and is going to have an open box, but she's still got the, she has a chance to knock down the 2 and 7. So both bowlers with 9 in the 4th. Maria Mazzarella has a 5-pin lead, 46 to 41, as they finish up their first half of this first string of a 2-string match. Maria drops 8, misses the head pin, but gets some nice action from behind, and she's got the 1 and 7 with a couple pieces of wood, and that actually looked pretty promising, but she had to hit the head pin or that piece of wood out in front and to the left, and she just went by the head pin on the right, so it's going to be an open. Kangas will also be open, as she had the 4, 7, 10. And tough break there for Maria Mazzarella, as the wood doesn't do anything for her on the last ball. So it'll be an 8, and Kangas with 10. So Maria, or rather 9, I should say. Maria Mazzarella leads Kangas 54 to 50 through 5, and as you can see, Judy Bowden has that 5-pin lead, but Dumay is working on a spare, so that will undoubtedly change as they switch sides, and Karen moves over to lane 10. And you can see Celeste Buckmore over on lane 8 in her match against Cheryl Duvall. Karen filling the spare, and she adds 4. So Judy Bowden still leads by 1, 56 to 55 after 5. Karen trying to run down that 4 drop, and she gives it a nice try, pretty full on the head pin, but the 6 and 10 didn't go. That's a really difficult spare to convert. Karen will take an 8. That wood, she just caught the end of the wood. And Judy will take a 9. Karen on the head pin once again, but she leaves the 7, 9, and 10. Some wood. A couple different ways that you could play this one too. That you could either go left or right. I'm not sure what's the best way to do it. Wow, and that was a great bid. But the that was the issue. It was tough to get the 10 and get the wood to take out those other pins. The 7 and 9. So that'll be a 9 box for Karen Dumay. Judy Bowden working out that half Worcester. She does a pretty good job working it out for a 9 box, and she still leads by 2. Karen Dumay once again on the head pin, and again she's left with a split, as is Judy. Nice shot by Celeste Buckmore over there on lane 8. And it's going to be another open box for both bowlers in the 8th. Karen Dumay with a 9. That gives her 81 through the 8th. And that's a nice out by Judy Bowden out of that big 5 to take 4 of the 5 and put a 9 box on the board. She's got 83 and a 2-pin lead. Karen Dumay with a 7 drop, leaving the 2-4-5 triangle. And Judy Bowden with a strike in the 9th. In slow-mo, you'll see sort of a medium 1-3 pocket hit. And she gets, I'm not sure what pin that is, came off the side wall and came back to get, it might have been the 4-pin, came off the wall and took out the 5. In any case, it's a strike in the 9th for Judy. That will stretch out her lead. Karen will be open in the 9th. That'll be a 9 box. So through 9, Judy Bowden has 93 with that strike to fill. Karen Dumay 90, so it's a lead of 3 pins plus the strike fill. And wow, look at that! A great shot by Karen in the pocket. And once again, no good deed goes unpunished as she gets a nice 1-3 pocket hit, similar to the one Judy Bowden just had, but everything goes into the pit, and she has no help with the 4, 5, 8, 10. She's had some excellent first ball hits and just hasn't had much to look at. Meanwhile, Judy puts a 9 fill on that strike. That gives her a 12-pin lead through 9. Karen Dumay with a 7. She has a 97 in the first string. Judy Bowden with a 9 on a 111 game. So Judy leads this match by 14 pins after the first string, 111 to 97. But it's a 2-string match, so Karen still has 10 boxes to come back. Now Maria Mazzarella and Kim Kangas are back up for the 6th, and as you will recall, Maria leads this match by 4 through 5, 54 to 50. Kim Kangas with kind of an errant first shot, but she had got a pretty good break out of it, and kind of a cluster in the middle, and a nice bid there. She had a good try to make that. I think it was the 1, 2, 3, 5, and 9, but the 5 and 9 didn't go. So she'll take a 10. And Maria Mazzarella will take an 8 in the 6th. Kim Kangas with a drop of 9. And a strike by Maria Mazzarella. Great ball right there. Let's take a look at this in slow-mo. Another solid 1-3 pocket high flush, very fast strike there. And that makes it important that Kim Kangas convert this single pin spare to kind of stay as close as possible. Yeah, she's got it. Didn't hit it right in the face, but she got the edge, and that's all you need. Meanwhile, you can see Christy Moore Lipke over on lane 8. Christy is bowling against Melissa Casey over on lane 7. 9 drop on the spare by Kim Kangas. And Maria Mazzarella punched out 1. That's why it was good to be working on a strike, because she has another ball, and so she's able to hit the head pin this time, and she put 7 on the strike. Meanwhile, Kim Kangas takes a 10, and Maria will have an 8. So through 8, Kim Kangas has taken the lead by 2 pins, 89 to 87. Again, this is the first string of a 2-string match. Another nice ball by Maria Mazzarella in the 1-3 pocket. This time she leaves a 4-7 piece of wood that will probably help her make that, convert the spare. Got it. It was a little 7-pin almost didn't go, but it's a spare in the 9th for Maria Mazzarella. That'll give her a chance to pad her, or actually to take the lead again, with a 7 box by Kim Kangas. So actually Maria Mazzarella now has the lead by 1 pin plus whatever she gets on the first ball in the 10th. Good ball by Kim Kangas, dropping 7. Maria drops 6 on the spare, so she leads 103 to 96 through 9. See if Kim can use the wood to convert this 4-5-8. Wow. I don't know if that's exactly how she played it, or if she was maybe trying to go further to the right and sweep it over. But in any case, the 8-pin doesn't go. It doesn't go on that ball either. So it'll be a 9 box for Kim Kangas and a 10 for Maria Mazzarella. So let's take a look at the scoreboard after the first string of this match. As you can see, Judy Bowden with a 14-pin lead over Karen Dumay, and Maria Mazzarella with an 8-pin lead over Kim Kangas. We will be back with the second string of this match later.